Hello and welcome to this seminar. I'm Nuria. Today's topic is fantasy, maladaptive daydreaming, which is a coping mechanism in early childhood, traumatic childhood, how it affects us, what does escaping into fantasy, what benefits it has, what harm it has, and how to heal from it. If you grow up in a dysfunctional family, you were trained to normalize dysfunction, to normalize chaos. You were made not to trust safety and security. Especially these neglectful or emotionally immature parents, if they were abusive too, it was a painful experience. So, as children, we don't know how to process what is happening. We don't have the capacity yet. We don't know how to process the pain or how to understand the situation, how to name it. So, since the pain is very painful, we escape into fantasy, daydreaming. So when we see our parents are very harsh, cruel, harsh critic, abusive, irresponsible, selfish, they expect you to soothe them when they cry. They expect you to pay their bills, to take responsibility for them, to fix their marriage, but they are not there for you. It's such a painful experience. So through fantasy or daydreaming, we tend to protect ourselves from the from the pain that our body is incapable of processing or handling. So it's a coping mechanism or survival mechanism where our brain shuts down. So we are not overtaken by it. Through daydreaming, therefore, we imagine the kind of parent we expect to have, not the real one. The real one is very abusive. So we picture a version of them we expect or wish to have. We fall in love with that version of a mother or a father in our head. We often, when they start criticizing, abusing, we escape into that. While it felt easier to do that, over time it became a habit that it made us detached from reality. Fantasy can create good feelings that will help the body to be able to manage the situation, but also when it is done repeatedly, it detaches us from reality. So even as we grow into a year's age and adult, we still tend to do it until we are conscious about it. The reason we are doing fantasy is because there is so much shame, so much guilt, so much fear within us that is incurred by the parent. There are harsh criticism, they are belittling for having a need, they are bullying. The shame is so much, it's heavy for that little child to process. But as adults, we continue to indulge in daydreaming that maybe we started having an imaginary husband, an imaginary career, an imaginary family, and we try to cope the painful reality through the illusion, through what we wish. As children, we are helpless, so daydreaming was a way to survive. But as adults, we are not helpless, we are capable. We have the capacity to hold space for ourselves, to feel the pain, to feel the shame, to feel the guilt, to feel the fear that the mother was constantly using to silence you, not to have a need, to make you feel that your needs don't matter, to make it all about herself. So you don't ask for your needs, you are shamed. Every time you ask for your needs, you are shamed. This happened even later in years, later even in adult age. So you fear to say no to certain things. You feel guilty to choose something good for yourself. You feel guilty to prioritize your own needs. You feel ashamed to ask for a need. While you are giving over giving, you feel ashamed to ask because your mother taught you that you don't deserve, that you are less than human. That is her problem. That's her hatred. But this hatred, this shame, her screaming, a copy of it is still in your head. It still exists in our head. Until we take responsibility to be aware of the inner conversation we had, that harsh critic, and until we annihilate that harsh critic, the mother, the toxic mother, it's continue to affect you. It's continue to affect your choices. It's continue to intimidate you, to shame you, to lower you, to make you weak, manageable for everybody, to make you a servant for everyone but not for yourself, to make you overgive, help everyone but not yourself. This is her way of keeping you small so that you continue to give her the services she wanted, the supplies. So, how do you stop daydreaming as an adult? How do you start how do you stop living in fantasy and connect with reality? How do you start feeling this pain, process it, and take control of those harsh critics? If you have not done any therapy, do therapy. If you have not started any therapy, do therapy. Because you need some professional to hold the space for you to feel, to pour out everything you have been suppressing, every hurt, every reactiveness that was labeled as rude. For every gaslighting, when you reacted, you were labeled rude or childish or sensitive or too emotional. You need a professional to speak to them, to sit with them, to help you assess, to help you see, reflect on your past. You need someone finally to sit with you and listen to you without a judgment and then can offer help. You have never found that space in your family. And you never had the capacity to give that to yourself. So this is about you coming back to yourself. This is you now choosing to reparent yourself. This is you now taking your power back into your hand. This is you now saying enough to dysfunction so that you can fix your own self. You don't have to wait for them. So do the therapy. The therapy will open a space within you to see your own needs that has been suppressed for years, to feel heard, understood, valued, and seen, and that you matter. You need this therapy. And of course, you need to have a daily connection with God. Start talking to God. If you are feeling numb, God, I'm feeling numb. I can't feel my emotion. Talk to God like you talk to a friend. This is going to be uncomfortable if you have been distant from God. But allow yourself to feel the discomfort, the pain. The pain, the discomfort is not a problem. The problem is avoiding pain and discomfort. Feeling pain and discomfort is part of being human. It's part of growth. It's part of a movement. You are moving from something familiar to something unfamiliar. You are moving from a capacity you already had into a leveling up. You are growing. So just a person lifting a weight in a gym, they feel pain. When you are learning something, you feel pain. That is discomfort. That is part of growth. So allow yourself to feel the pain and discomfort while you are connecting with God. Anything you are building in the beginning, you feel pain and discomfort, allow yourself to feel it. Don't judge yourself. Just just every single day show up for yourself and do this. Talk to God. Talk to God, pour out to him. Tell him how you are feeling. Tell him you are feeling numb and you are unable to process it. Tell him every problem. Tell him you are feeling shame, but you can't allow yourself to feel it, to give you the strength to feel it. Turn all of your problems into prayer. Into prayer. Talk to God. Connect with him. Do it when you are uncomfortable. Do it when you are tired. Do it when you are exhausted. Do it when you are bored. Do it when you are afraid. Do it when you are anxious. Do it. Do it when you are feeling not enough. Do it. Do it. God will never judge you. You don't need you don't need to make a phone call. You don't need to pay anything to talk to God. And yet God is the one who will help you. So connect with him. I urge you to do that, to be patient with yourself. And also, it's very important, since you have been neglecting yourself for years, to have a daily self care routine where you take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. This involves eating well, cooking for yourself, healthy, balanced, good, nourish your body very well. Read about food, learn about cooking, teach yourself, take care of yourself. At the beginning, you might feel guilty or like it is a burden because you have been trained to feel that your needs are not important. So erasing an old program is going to feel uncomfortable in the beginning. Allow yourself to feel the feeling, but still do it. Still cook for yourself healthy, balanced diet. Eating healthy, balancing diet, nourishing food gives you strength physically. Mentally, it sends a signal that says, I care about me. Mentally, it tells your mind that I am here for me. I see me, I value me. And the old program doesn't define me. That is a message. It's a strong message. Exercise. Choose some exercise. Rope skipping. Any exercise. Choose that you want exercise daily. Keep it simple. Small. Few minutes. Few minutes. Show up for yourself. Do the exercise. And another thing is read. Read the books that help you. If you are struggling with emotions, if you are struggling on fantasy, daydreaming, how to stop it, read on it. Read on this area you are struggling. Parent yourself. Now it comes to self-talk. Choosing a self-talk to listen to that voice on your head that tells you are not good enough, that is so harsh, critical, constantly correcting you, nagging, abusive. That language, silence it. Replace it with your own language. I do not tolerate cruelty. I do not tolerate harshness. That mother, she's not a real mother. She's not a real mother. That's not love. That is hatred. It doesn't define me. I do not believe her. She doesn't define me. You do not belong in my territory. My mind is my palace. You do not belong here. Tell to that voice, that small voice that criticizes you harshly. Tell it. Silence it. Silence it. And when you are feeling overwhelmed, shame, allow yourself to take a break from whatever you are doing. Hold the space for yourself. Don't judge yourself. You have not been trained to connect with yourself. That was the role of your mother. To teach you to connect yourself, to teach you to manage your emotion, it was the responsibility of your mother. But your mother was selfish. She turned you into a parent. She avoided her responsibility. So you now need to reparent yourself. You need to parent yourself. So learn to hold a space for yourself. Allow yourself to feel it. Be gentle with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. When you hear harsh criticism, silence it. Overwrite it. The more you do this, the more it's going to be easier and easier and easier. You are going to find it comfortable to do it. The speed is going to increase. You defending yourself. You silencing effectively that voice is going to be stronger and stronger. You are going to regain your voice. Your voice that has been silenced. Your voice that has been shamed for having a need, for being human, for existing. When you find yourself daydreaming, escaping into fantasy, maybe fantasizing about the man you want, Stop yourself. Stop yourself. You have a God. You are not a toy. You have a God, a real God. And real God gives real things. You are a real living being. And you have a real God. And real God gives real things. He will give you real family. Not those who talk too much, but they give you nothing. Not just those who talk good words to manipulate, to take something from you. But when you need them, they harshly beat you up. Then He will give you real people. Not the ones who give you an illusion of family, but the ones who give you real family. Those who give you reciprocity. Those who stay by your side when you need them the most. Those who celebrate your wins. Those who defend you in your absence. God will give you real things. God will give you real marriage. God will give you real people. God will give you real friends, genuine, who love you for who you are, who not play games. So break from fantasy. Stop daydreaming. Show up for yourself. Learn something. Learn new skill. Learn new skill. Make it simple. Take small things. Learn small things. Don't make yourself stressed. Consistency is very important. And to be consistent, you need to make it simple. You need to make it small. And you need to show up every day, even when you are bored, when you are tired. Just change your self talk. Allow yourself to feel. We have been trained not to feel our feelings. We have been trained to avoid our emotions. It's okay to feel bored and still do the work. You can do it. It's okay to feel anxious and still do the work. It's okay to feel hatred. You don't want to do it. You don't feel like doing it. You hate it. It's okay to feel that feeling and still do it. You are a human being. You are allowed to feel everything. You have forces, unseen forces that talk to you, whisper, that are trying to control you, to weaken you. So be gentle with yourself, be merciful, make more prayers, make more conversation with God, more talk to God, more self care. Be consistent with it. Take yourself, hang out on a date. Take yourself on a date. Set your boundary clearly. Cut all ties with those toxic people. Remove them from your life. Prioritize your own needs. Those things you have been delaying, those things you want to buy for yourself that you have been holding back, go buy them for yourself. Learn to manage your money. Be wise with your money. Take your life back into your hands. The more you take things control back into your hand, the more you become less driven by emotions, but you make the decisions, you stick to your decisions, the more control you gain over yourself. The more control you have over yourself, the less you feel frustrated. The less you feel that your life is not yours. So take back your life into your hands. Break from fantasy. You can build a life that is real, that is meaningful to you. You are not a toy. You are not a toy to be controlled. You are a human being who has feelings, who has every right to choose to prioritize her own needs and well-being first before others' expectation. And you are free to walk away from every dysfunctional relationship, even remove family members from your life. You are free. You are not a prisoner. As a child, you didn't know how. You are helpless. As an adult, you are capable and powerful. Choose peace, choose healing, choose to walk to God, choose to be your authentic self, choose to take care of your mind, choose to take control of your mind, choose to work on yourself as much as you can, and be gentle. And when you fall, don't beat yourself up. We all fall. Just speak up. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself. Allow yourself to fail. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to experience rejection. Allow yourself. You can handle rejection. You can handle abandonment. You can handle failure. You can handle disappointment. You can handle judgment and criticism. You can correct mistakes. You have a God. You're not forgotten. You're not abandoned by God. You have a God. So lean on to God. Prioritize your own needs. Break free from every distraction that takes you away from being connected to reality. Like eliminate distractions. Fantasy is one of the distractions is fantasy. When you are feeling pain, shame, guilt, fear, going to a phone, distracting yourself with other things, avoid it. Hold a space for yourself. There's nothing wrong with you for having those feelings. It is a real experience that has stayed still in your memory, and it needs to be dealt with, to be processed, to be acknowledged, so that you can release it, so you can heal from it, so you can learn lessons from it, and then you can set your boundary, your priorities with knowledge, so you can turn the pain into a purpose, so you can have discernment. So trauma, the survival mechanism, fantasy, all can be healed. You're not stuck. You're capable of healing. You have been in a box where you were made to see yourself as incapable, as less, as not enough. That's all garbage. And that garbage was not only thrown from outside, it was put into your mind. So working on yourself, inner work, taking down that harsh critic, eliminating those toxic all negativity through prayer, through reflection, through self-care, through discipline, through consistency, and by setting boundary, by not tolerating dysfunctional people. Reclaim your power. Take your power back into your hand. Take your life back into your hand. You can change. You can heal. You have the ability, and you have God. If this has resonated with you, for more, click on subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. I would also like to hear from you how you dealt with this, how you stopped daydreaming, the changes you made in your life, and how you have survived the traumatic past, and what happened, or how you dealt with those abusers. I would love to hear from you more. Thank you. That's okay.